Hey, beautiful ones. I'm just sitting here with my baby girl, and I was just thinking about how annoying it used to be when people would say to me, "Oh, you're such a good catch, Lucy. I just can't understand why you're single. It just doesn't make sense to me." Hey, Lise, how are you? Oh, am I in my free group? Yeah, I think I am. um, it it used to do my bloody head in because when you have enough people saying, hey, I can't believe you're not in a relationship, and then you think that yourself on some level, but then there is no evidence of that, you start to feel like you're going a little bit batshit crazy. And you're like, okay, well, if this really was the case where I'm such a good catch, then why is love and relationships, like, why is it such a disaster? And so I'm really just wanting you to check in with yourself right now to look at whether you believe this. Do you really deep down in your heart believe that you are capable of attracting in the right guy and then holding on to this relationship? Do you really feel deserving in your heart and soul to have this level of relationship? Or if you're really honest, if you drop down a little bit deeper, is there a big fat fuckload of, is there a big fat truck of fear and self-doubt that's actually really behind the scenes? Hi, Bella. This is what you've got to get honest with, because we can fool ourselves. And I had myself completely fooled, thinking very cerebrally that, I was a good catch. I, of course, was going to be good at, soulmate relationships. But deep down, I didn't believe that at all. I was terrified of being seen. I didn't know how to be me. I didn't trust love. I didn't trust men. The whole thing was a shit show, to be honest. I was fine with friendships. I was good at showing up at work. But when it came to love, I honestly felt like I was in a maze. I was like, I don't know whether to turn this way, go that way. It just didn't feel easy for me. It didn't feel natural for me. And that was because I had for so long been wearing all these different masks, playing the role of chameleon, and I was very good at adapting to be who I thought that men wanted me to be. And that's a real skill in the acting world. And that's why I did well in the acting world, because you need to be able to adapt. You need to be able to step into character, right? But when it comes to dating, it's not about adapting. It's not about getting it right and trying to be this version of yourself that you think that a man would want to marry. That is going to lead you to a disaster. Yeah, you're going to be in a relationship for a while, but the wheels are going to fall off because you're not being who you really are. You're not speaking up. You're not asking for what you want. You're not being powerful. You're just going along and trying to keep the guy happy, and it's all on his terms. And that doesn't feel good for a start. Right, Abella? It feels crap. I used to literally hand my power over to men in every relationship. It was just a matter of time. And it used to feel so disempowering. It used to have me second guess myself. I used to overanalyze every text message under the sun. And then I'd need everyone's input. And so the message that was actually being texted back to the guy in my relationships wasn't from me. It was from a combination of all the advice that I was getting. And what that reeks of is that I wasn't backing myself. I wasn't confident to just be me with the lid off, unapologetically. And it was really, really exhausting to show up like that in relationships. There was no solid foundation. So of course, my relationships weren't getting me what I wanted. So yeah, I know many of you feel like this, where you've got plenty of people telling you that you're a great catch, you're pretty, you've got everything going for you, it's just a matter of time. But stop eating that, because it's not true. It is true, you are a catch, but it's not enough to just technically know that. You, my darling one, have to feel it deep in your ovaries. You've got to feel this knowingness. You've got to feel this love for yourself. And until you do, you're going to constantly be seeking love outside of you and looking for the validation from others. And this is why doing the deep heart work is the most important thing you can do for yourself right now. It's irrelevant what other people think. If they think you're a catch, that's great. But that's not getting you any closer to the soulmate relationship. It's going to come down to you honoring yourself enough to heal the wounds, to heal the resentments, to heal the anger that you've buried deep, deep down in your toes, and to do whatever it's going to take to come home to your own beautiful, epic magnificence, so that you can set yourself up for success in relationships, so that you can hold on to a relationship and, walk down the aisle with the right man and have a family with the right man. It's not about just getting that ring on your finger. Not at all. It doesn't mean anything. It's about being in a sacred union with someone who's got your back, someone who sees all of you, the good and the bad, and he wants to be with you. Because relationships aren't just about buying each other flowers and writing a Valentine's Day card. It's very much about being with each other through the good and the bad, and allowing yourself to be seen, held, and supported, crying those ugly tears, chucking the toys out of the cot, whatever it is that we do as humans. We've all got those parts of ourselves. I sure do. And Nam's seen me, in the height of anxiety, having panic attacks. He's seen me give birth. He's seen me put on weight, during pregnancy, and now still carrying some baby weight. It's irrelevant. I take up all the space. I'm just like, yep, this is me. This is me with extra weight. This is me having a bad day, crying. This is me doubting myself. He sees all of it. And until you are ready to accept yourself for everything that you are and everything that you're not, and to love yourself fully, and to be your own cheerleader and advocate, and to have your back no matter what, you are going to be let down continuously in relationships. And I'm so here for you when you're ready to actually step up and to do whatever it's going to take. It's not a walk in the park. It's going to take commitment, and it's going to take you showing up for yourself consistently. But can you change your life? Can you get into a soulmate relationship? 1000% yes, but it is going to take you doing whatever it's going to take to make yourself the priority. Mwah. Big kiss.